Welcome to lecture everyone. Now in this lecture guys, so we are going to understand some of the additional queries with respect to a same database that we have created called as Jara, and inside Jara so we have created a table called as product table. So there are so many different kind of queries guys. For example, a filtering operation or maybe a limiting operation, maybe a order by clause or many more other things we are going to understand in this particular chapter. So let's begin this chapter and let's try to understand. So if you remember, in a previous section, so we have already created this particular database called as a Jara database, and inside that so we had a table called as product table. Now inside this product table, so we have multiple columns as you can see. So ID column, product ID column, product position column, promotion column, product category column, seasonal, sales value, brand, URL, SKU, and many more things. Now so we were able to write a lot of queries, a basic one by the way with respect to this entire table. Now what we will do is that we will try to again write a couple of more queries so that we can try to understand a SQL command in a detailed way. So let's try to write a lot of queries we are going to write by the way in this one. So let's start doing it guys. So here we all know that if I have to select the entire column or entire data which is available inside my table, so I can simply write select star. Star means select all the column, and select all the records from this particular table. And yes, we are able to get all the record over here. Now if we have to select maybe a specific column, so I can try to write over here that select a column name. Maybe I have to select a product ID column, so SELECT, select PRODUCT underscore ID. I can try to write, maybe I can try to write promotion over here. Maybe I can try to write a URL over here. Maybe I can try to write a SKU over here. And then I can write a table name, PRODUCTS, product table name. Now, if I'm going to execute this particular part, it is going to give me only these many columns: a product ID column, promotional, URL, SKU, and from the product table, right? So as you can see, this is the data that we are able to receive. That's completely fine. Now, let's suppose we are trying to fetch this entire column. So this entire column, and we would like to give our own name to this column. So I don't want this product ID in my final like a table or data that we are able to receive. So what I want is I want some of my own name. Maybe I want product ID as a PID, yeah, promotion as maybe a PR, URL maybe as it is, or SKU as a S basically. So as S. So here after this S, I'm trying to write some sort of a name. Now this name will behave as an alias. Alias means, so instead of using this particular name, obviously it will try to fetch a data from a product ID. It is going to fetch a data from a promotion. It is going to fetch a data from a URL. It is going to fetch a data from SKU, but it is not going to give a name, same name. It is going to give an alias that we are trying to give over here in a run time. So it is not going to make a changes permanently by the way. So as you can see, PID, PR, URL, S. So these are the name that I have given. So for URL, I have not given any kind of alias by the way. So for like a product ID, promotion, and for SKU, I have given an alias. And yes, it is trying to give me a data based on these column name that we have mentioned over here. As simple as that, right? Very simple. So whenever I have to give an alias, I can try to use this one. But remember, so even if I'm going to select this one, query number, this 26 number line, so it is going to give me the original one. So it simply means that it is trying to change a name of the column in a runtime. So when we are trying to execute it and when we are trying to see a data, only at that point of a time, it is trying to give an alias. It is trying to use an alias, but in my original table, right? But in my original table, there is no changes at all. There is no changes at all means there is no changes at all. Okay. So that's amazing. Now here, so let's suppose if I have to fetch maybe a name and a price, right? Name and a price. So there is a column name called as name, right? And there is a column name called as price. So I would like to fetch a data from this name column and from this price column. Fine. So name column and a price column, so that it will be able to show me a name of the product and price of the product. But the catch over here is that it should show me a price in a ascending order or maybe into a descending order. So maybe like starting from top to bottom or maybe bottom to top, it should show me a price. So how I will be able to write a query for that, where it is going to select a name of the product and then it is going to select a price, but it should show me in a ascending order or maybe into a descending order. So top down or maybe into a bottom up. Simple. So I can write select and then select a name column first of all, and then select what? Select a price column. So both the column I am able to select. Then what I will do is, so from select name and price from a table called as products, PRODUCTS, products. And then here I can try to write maybe a order by clause. So ORDER, order by. So order by is a clause which is already available inside a MySQL. And order by what? So order by a price column. Yes, order by a price column, by the way. And I can try to mention, so in a ascending order, ASC, or into a descending order, so DESC. So here I have written ASC. So in a ascending order, try to show me a price. So here you will be able to find out that it is starting from a smallest price. It is showing me all the name, right? Name of the product. But it is trying to start a price from like a lower one. And then in a ascending order, it is trying to show me all the information. It is trying to show me all the data. Similarly, so if I'm looking for the same information on top of the price, but into a descending order. So what I can try to write? So I can write DESC. Yeah, DESC, small or caps, both is going to work. So DESC. Now you will be able to see that the price it is trying to list down is available into a descending order. So the highest one is a first, and then the lowest, then the lowest, then the lowest, and so on. So this is how you will be able to print this entire information into a ascending order or into a descending order. So this is one of the query. Now, so let's suppose someone is asking you a question that try to give me only a first 5 record. Yeah. Try to give me only first 5 records. So how you will be able to give first 5 record? So I can try to write maybe a select a star from this product, PRODUCTS, products. This is going to give you the entire data from the entire table. Now there is a command called as a limit command, which is going to limit a result, the result that you will be able to see. So select a star from product. So select everything which is available inside a product table, but just try to show me a first 5. So this is something which I'm going to execute, and you will be able to see that it is going to show me a first 5 record out of my table. Simple, right? First 5 record from my table. Now, someone is going to ask you another question that, okay, do one thing, show me a 5 record from this table, right? Show me a 5 record from this particular table. But this 5 record should come after 3 record or maybe after 5 record. What is the meaning of this? So let's suppose there is a lot of records in my there is a hundreds of record in my table. So I don't want a first 5. What I want is, so my count or my product showcasing should start from maybe from a 4th record. Yeah, 4th record. So here I can try to write limit 5. That's completely fine, which is going to give me a 5 record, but there is a command to control the starting point. Starting point means from where it should showcase a first 5 record. So I can try to use a command called as offset, right? Offset. Now let's suppose if I'm writing offset 3, it simply means that that first, second, third will be skipped, and then the count for 5, limit 5. So count for 5 is going to start from 4. So 4, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, it is going to showcase me as a record. So execute, and then you will be able to see that starting from where? Starting from 4th record. ID is equals to 4. So it is trying to start from a 4th record, and then it is giving me a 5, like a record till 8, means first 5 record, but count is going to start from 4th. So this is the meaning of an offset. Offset means skip the first 3 1. Simple. Skip the first 3 1 and then start showing me the final record. Okay. Now, so next query that we are going to execute over here is something with respect to arithmetic operation. So let's suppose someone is asking me a question that there is a price column which is available, right? There is a price column which is available. Now, show me a data, right? Show me a data or show me a price. What will be a price after giving maybe like a 10% of discount, right? after giving a 10% of the discount, let's suppose if I'm going to apply a 10% discount on a price, then what will be my price? So this is called as arithmetic operation. So let's try to do a arithmetic operation over here. So here what I will do is, so I can try to write select what? Select name of the product, maybe select a price, then select again a price, but this time, so just try to select a 90% of the price. So price into 90 I'm trying to do, right? Price into 90 I'm trying to do. So whatever price that we have, so I will try to show you just a 90% of that particular price, and then I'm going to give an alias so that you will be able to understand. So discounted underscore price from what? So from basically a product table. So now here you will be able to find out there is a error. So name and price as this one. So table Jara product doesn't exist. Products, it should be a S. Okay. So now execute it. And now you will be able to see that there is a name column, there is a price column over here, and here is a discounted price that I'm able to find out, right? There is a discounted price which I'm able to find out. So I will be able to perform any kind of a arithmetic operation on top of any kind of a numerical column which is available inside my database. Okay, that's completely fine. So I can try to do a multiplication, I can try to division, addition, whatever I want, I can just try to do it happily over here. Just like a simple normal arithmetic operation that we try to perform all the time. Now, so let's suppose someone is asking you a question that there is a brand column which is available and there is a name column which is available. So do one thing, just try to attach or just try to concatenate a brand column name and a name column name. So brand column name and a name column. So whatever data is available in brand, just attach it, or maybe just try to concatenate it, and then whatever data is available inside a name column, so just try to concatenate it and then try to give me a data. Okay, I can do that as well. So here I can try to write maybe a select a brand and then a name separately so that I will be able to show you that part. So select a brand column name column name, and then try to create one more column. And here, so I'm going to use concatenate over here. So do we have a concat? Yes, we do have a concat over here. Now inside concat, right, this is an inbuilt function. So I'm going to concatenate name, and then in between maybe I can try to place something. So maybe hyphen I'm going to place, and then I'm going to write a brand over here, and I'm going to give an alias, right? So combined underscore name is an alias from where? From a products basically table. And here, so it is going to show me a brand column name. So yes, name column, and then combined name is brand and name. So name and brand which we have combined, and there is a hyphen in between. So here I will be able to do even a concatenation operation, or this is the function which is an inbuilt function already available inside. Yeah, this is the inbuilt function which is already available inside. So I will be able to do a string concatenation operation the way we try to do a string concatenation operation in any programming languages. So in the similar manner, I'm able to perform that operation as well. So yes, these are the small queries, guys, that we are able to run. So with that, thank you so much. See you again in my next lecture. So where I'm going to show you again multiple queries.